Good morning. Good morning. It's Basement Politics. I'm Freddie Vasquez. Folks, I want to come on real quick with a quick news brief. I'm up late, I should say, doing the work. Yeah, I'm a bit tired. I want to tell folks I will be on tomorrow morning at 11:30. I want to go over the comments made by some residents of the city of Yonkers in regards to the term limits. So join me tomorrow at 11. I want to talk about the Mexican American Chamber of Commerce. That's right. I'm up listening to some stuff, taking some notes. Where they used, and I got an email, right? And I'm hearing that there's a divide in the Mexican community and specifically in the Mexican American Chamber of Commerce over this term limit issue. Remember, I mentioned an email I got anonymously stating that the festival that they had, the Independence Day Festival, was kind of used as a way to get them to write a letter supporting and endorsing the term extension and calling for it. And so now they're trying to say, well, it's the Latino community that wanted it. Remember, folks, the Latino community is probably the largest population in the city of Yonkers, currently at 43%. And so it would look good if they were the ones that wanted this, right? So that's why they did that, right? So according to the email, and this is allegedly, according to an anonymous email, the city of Yonkers told the Mexican Chamber of Commerce that they would fully support them, I guess in providing the police, and there were DPW trucks there that were blocking off the road. But after the festival, they received a bill for $30,000. And so they were confused. They said, we can't pay this. So they said, oh, it's okay. Well, if you write a letter to the Yonkers City Council, we'll forget about it. Don't worry about the bill. And so they wrote the letter. And I went to speak to a few gentlemen from the Mexican Chamber of Commerce. I did speak to Roberto. I'm going to put you out there, from La Piñata. And I only put you out there, Roberto, because your face was all over the Yonkers Voice as you were leaving yesterday. City Hall. I saw you walk out. And Roberto is the leader or head or president of the Mexican American Chamber of Commerce. But Roberto, I can assure you, there are a lot of Latinos, specifically Mexican Americans here in the city of Yonkers, that do not want this. Have you spoken to them? Maybe there might be another bakery someday, and they may go to that one instead. Roberto, have you thought about that? What is the Mexican American community saying? I also want to talk about corruption. It's not just as few people that comment on my podcast that speak of corruption or that mention the corruption here in the city of Yonkers. No, it's people that are coming from outside of Yonkers that are learning of the corruption now. The new folks, the ones that you're bringing in. And look what they have to say.
To Yonkers about a year and a half ago. So I'm really glad that we have the film studio. My family's in the film business. We're like, wow, that's really cool. Mm-hmm. But all of these apartments that I can see from my window that are going up on the waterfront are going to be rentals. And in the kayak club that's up here, that's fabulous, we have people who do building, and they were like, why didn't they make them co-ops or condos? Because what we want is people actually living here and being invested, as opposed to, thousands of people renting in and out of Yonkers. Also, I have other friends that I've met up here, business owners, and they won't build. We don't have great restaurants here, as far as I can see. And they're like, no, there's too much payback and everything else. Area, and we moved to Yonkers about a year and a half ago.
Sorry. Oops.
In and out.
I got to move to the next.
Yes, you're on WNYC. Hi.
Hello.
Folks, what she's saying that this woman moved to Yonkers, and she's saying that she has friends that own restaurants and own businesses, and they will not come up to Yonkers to do business because it's so corrupt. Because you have to give money. You have to give kickbacks. That's what this woman is saying.
So yeah, I'm in support of.
I want to play this really quick, and I'm going to get out of here because I'm tired.
Because,
but
as a person that believes.
And that's, folks, what we have been talking about. So they want to make it look like it's, certain few people, those that comment on my page, But this is an outsider. Hear this. This is very important. I want to play this again.
Area, and we moved.
Some of the development. Marty, you're on WNYC. Hi.
Hi. We moved back to the New York area, and we moved to Yonkers about a year and a half ago. So I'm really glad that we have the film studio. My family's in the film business. We're like, wow, that's really cool. Mm-hmm. But all of these apartments that I can see from my window that are going up on the waterfront are going to be rentals. And in the kayak club that's up here, that's fabulous. We have people who do building, and they were like, why didn't they make them co-ops or condos? Because what we want is people actually living here and being invested, as opposed to, thousands of people renting in and out of Yonkers. Also, I have other friends that I've met up here, business owners, and they won't build. We don't have great restaurants here, as far as I can see. And they're like, no, there's too much payback and everything else we'd have to do if we wanted to open something in Yonkers. There's also, in the downtown area, you can see buildings that are boarded up and are going to be gentrified. So, I really applaud a lot of the stuff that's happening, because before I lived in Inwood and could see Yonkers, but I have it was very interesting to me to have business owners say, no, the place where the refrigeration place that I use in downtown Yonkers, that guy's getting thrown out because of the fact that they want his building for a new studio. And somebody else was like, there's too much corruption. I can't deal with all that stuff. And so that really surprised me.
Marty,
but I love Yonkers. So there you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
He shut it down.
Gentrification battles in Yonkers.
Right when she was going to give the good part, the best part, he shut her down. Did somebody say, cut. Folks, let's talk about it. I'll be on tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning. That was some crazy audio. I got more. I'll see you mañana. It's late. I'm tired. But I'm doing the work for you guys. I'm doing the work. I'm up doing the research. A lot of opposition. The opposition is bipartisan. This is probably the one time that both Republican and Democrats will come together in true harmony and unison, united.
Freddie wins. Fatality.
Folks, this is Basement Politics. I am Freddie Vasquez. Make sure you join me tomorrow morning at 11:30. We are going to discuss further. Did the Mexican-American Chamber of Commerce get used to make it appear like the Latinos are the ones that wanted the term extensions, because we are the largest population here, technically. And so that they used that to make it appear like the Latinos initiated it. The Mexican Chamber of Commerce wrote the letter to the Yonkers City Council. We'll discuss. This all fits right in line with what I was saying. Everything that these folks are saying, and these are people that I don't even know who they are. Some of them are new to the city. And they're saying what Freddie Vasquez is saying. Say he jealous. Don't get jealous. Corruption exists. If you didn't hear the audio I just played, please rewind and listen and embed what this woman is saying in your mind. And hopefully in due time, change will come.
Freddie wins.
Buenas noches.